All right, so one thing that I've always wanted to have is a dice tray, and I watch a lot of worm life and wormwood videos, and they have some really cool stuff. But at the moment, it's significantly out of my budget because of, you know, everything going on in the world at the moment. So I decided to make my own. So I made a trip to Walmart, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna find anything, but I ended up finding the perfect tray, and I'm gonna show it to you and I'll see what you guys think. Show you some of the things that I'm gonna start out with, and I'm gonna time lapse into a video of me kind of sanding it down, staining it to taste, I guess. And yeah, well, here's some of the parts. So right here I got this dice. Well, it's essentially it's one of those platitude things that has a really cool saying on it. Right there, our house is lived in, it's not for show. If you don't like the mess, you know where to go. The hell out. Just kidding. Well, no, not really, but you know, if you can't stand us being real in our own house, then you can't stand us. So this is perfect. I mean, it's the perfect size. It's almost the size of one of their dice trays. So I have an idea to add a piece of wood right here. And then I bought this. So this was, you can get these anywhere from $5 to $10. All right. And then I bought this material, which is like a leatherette vinyl thing. And half a yard was less than $4 of this material. I thought it was really cool. Let's see here. And then I bought these felt pads. I bought the bigger ones so that I can cut them to size, so that when the dice tray is on our table, it's not scratching up our table. So there's that. Again, I'm not using all of this stuff, so if you're gonna have leftover, I just bought larger amounts in case I wanted to make a second one. Then this was probably the most costly stuff, but there's some stain that I'm gonna test out and see how it works. And well, we'll go from there. This is the most expensive stuff, but again, this is a lot more than I'm gonna need. So it's not like I mean, you're really paying pennies if you already have all this. You're paying nothing. So there's that. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go outside. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention I had this extra foam that I'm gonna use for the dice tray area, the actual dice holders. So I'm gonna go outside. I had some spray adhesive too. We can go outside and start staining this, and I'll come back when it's done. All right. So they kind of look similar.
Yeah.
I like the darker one. Let's see here. Gonna have to sand that down. Right here, tucking all these fibers back in. Hopefully you can see it on camera. Don't want them poking through I don't know if that's showing up, but essentially what I'm doing is just tucking these fibers back to the back. All right, so there you have it. There's a little bit of a lip right there that I'm gonna take inside and see if I can cut it off. All right. All right. 300 of these magnets cost around 10 bucks. I think 12, 11 and some change. So yeah, there you go. Just look for neodymium magnets on Amazon. Cool thing is I could use these for miniatures like Marvel's Crisis Protocol, where I can't remember what the guy's name, Sarastos I think it was, that painted Thanos, and he had 2 gloves. He had one with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he was able to switch it out, like kind of on the fly. So, all right. So with this is pretty much simply to, well, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's not scratching up our table. So there's that. We like Farkle, spicy Farkle, and we just recently got Dragon, oh my gosh, it's a Dragon dice game. Dragon Forge, I can't remember. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun though. Yeah, correct me in the comments. If we want to play that in there with a lot more people, because the current table will only seat like 4 or 5, but that one seats 8. If we ever want to play this on that table, these felt strips will keep that table protected. Another thing that I did was push these in just a little bit, just so that they're not right on the edge. Yeah, it's got a really nice cushion to it. You could feel it. It's not clanking, and you don't hear all the reverberation of the wood. So far, man, this thing, I struggled with this little board here, with this part. You might see some character here, what Wormwood likes to call character, from when I was trying to fiddle with it. This turned out looking a lot nicer than I had initially intended it for it to be really cool looking, right? You never start out hoping that something's gonna look ugly. But about halfway through, I was really questioning myself. I'm wondering if that was actually gonna work. But yeah, this thing came out really nice. I got one last touch and have some generic dice here. These are mine. And just want to make sure that they're gonna fit in here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's plenty of space. So I have enough to put this, or nice and spongy. Oh, that's not gonna work. All right, it's too thick. All right, D20's bigger. Oh, that's it. Fits flush. There you have it. Nice little dice tray for under 20 bucks, but about $1,000 worth of trial and error labor. But there you go.